哈利路亚，大家平安。
Hallelujah, greetings to every one of you.
我们晚上一起来学习殷勤不可懒惰。
And tonight we shall study the topic, be diligent, not lazy.
我们来看罗马书的12章。
Let's turn to Romans chapter 12.
罗马书12章，我们看11节。
Romans 12 verse 11.
12章11节。
Verse 11.
殷勤不可懒惰，要心里火热，常常服侍主。这里勉励我们殷勤不可以懒惰。
And here tells us not lagging in diligence.
从第9节以后就在讲这个爱心各样的表现。
Verse 9 onwards talks about different manifestations of love.
殷勤不可懒惰也是爱心的一种表现。
So not lagging in diligence, this is also a manifestation of love.
这个包括我们学校的生活。
This includes our life in school.
我们教会的生活。
In life in our church.
我们在社会的生活。
And also life in the society.
还有我们家庭的生活。
And as well as at home.
我们在什么样的角色，我们都要殷勤的去做。
Whichever role we play, we need to do it diligently.
这个圣经也是告诉我们6天要劳碌做工。
The Bible tells us that 6 days we shall work.
第7天才能够安息。
And then on the 7th day we shall rest.
主耶稣也告诉我们，天国是努力进入的。
And the Lord Jesus also tells us that the violent takes it by force to enter into the kingdom of heaven.
努力的人就可以得到努力的人就可以得到天国。
So for those who strive to enter into kingdom, they can receive it.
所以说这个殷勤对我们来讲是非常的重要。
So that's why we need to be diligent.
那是什么样是懒惰呢？
So what does it mean by being lazy?
懒惰它本来这个原文有2个含义。
So there are 2 meanings in the original text.
一个就是犹豫就是一直不能决定就是不肯去做的意思。
So one of them is not willing to do it because of hesitation.
或是说单言就是该做，明知道该做，但是就是一拖再拖。
And the other one is procrastination. So you know that you should do it, but you delay in doing it.
也就是做事不会积极，不会主动。
That means to say you're not active in doing things. You're not proactive enough.
那这个就是懒惰它本来的意思。
So this is the original meaning of being lagging in diligence here.
那圣经有提到懒惰对人不好的地方。
And the Bible tells us that lazy is no good, and there are examples of it.
让我们可以体会到懒惰确实不是爱心的表现。
So we can know that laziness is not a manifestation of love.
我们来看箴言的第10章。
Let's turn to Proverbs chapter 10.
箴言10章，我们看26节。
Proverbs 10 verse 26.
26节。
26.
懒惰人叫猜他的人，如触到牙，如烟熏木。这个触到牙，这个牙齿最怕酸。这个触到牙，这个是很痛苦。
So when the teeth touch vinegar, it's very painful.
那眼睛最怕这个烟熏木，也是一样，非常的痛苦。
And likewise, the eyes are afraid of smoke.
所以懒惰人叫猜他的人，感觉非常痛苦。
And that's why a lazy person will cause sorrow to those who send them.
因为你叫他去做，结果他嘴巴说好却没有做。
So you wanted him to do something, he tells you, yes, I'll do it, but he actually will not do it.
那我们就会觉得很痛苦。
Then we'll feel sorrowful.
好像这个台湾报纸曾经有记载一个邮差把那个信倒到河里面去了，倒到沟里面去。
So there is a news article in the Taiwanese newspaper that says that one of the postmen actually throw all the letters into the river.
我在澳洲的报纸也看到一个邮差把信拿回家不去花，直接拿回家，这样就回家休息了。
So I also saw in the Australian news that one of the postmen actually took all the letters back home instead of delivering them.
你看这样子让猜他的人觉得很痛苦。
So these people would cause those who send them sorrow.
这个会影响这个公司的信誉。 啊。
So it will affect the reputation of the company
啊，会影响公司的这个运作啊。
and also how the company works.
啊，所以说啊，这个懒惰的人叫猜他的人感觉痛苦。
Therefore, a lazy person will cause sorrow to those who send them.
啊，我们再看箴言的18章。
And also Proverbs 18.
啊，箴言18章，我们看第9节。
Proverbs 18 verse 9.
第9节
Verse 9.
传舌人的言语啊，对不起，第9节，做工懈怠的以浪费人为弟兄啊。这里说一个人做工懒惰啊，这个跟浪费的人是兄弟。
Here mentions that someone who is slothful in his work is a brother to him who is a great destroyer or a great waster.
这个浪费有些译成啊，刚刚有些译本是译成损害啊，把它损坏掉哈。
So some translations say either is a great destroyer or someone who wastes things.
啊，因为他懒惰啊，该做的他不去做。
Because that person is lazy.
啊，那这样子啊，这个事情就不能完成。
And therefore he cannot fulfill his task.
那时间就是生命啊。
And life, of course, time is life.
浪费时间就等于浪费生命。
And when you waste time, you're wasting your life.
啊，他不把时间拿来做工，他把时间拿去休息，拿去玩。
So instead of spending time to work, this person spends time to play.
啊，那这样子就是浪费了这个时间，浪费了生命。
So this is wasting time and wasting life.
而且让工作没办法完成，就等于把它弄坏掉一样啊。
And also, this person has destroyed the work.
啊，所以这种啊，并不是爱心的行为。
So this is not a manifestation of love.
对人没有造就，反而有损害。
And this will not bring any benefits to others. Rather, it will destroy others.
啊，再看箴言的24章。
And Proverbs chapter 24.
啊，箴言24章，我们看30节。
Proverbs 24 verse 30.
啊，30节。
30.
我经过懒惰人的田地，无知人的葡萄园。31节，荆棘长满了地皮，刺草遮满了田面，石墙也坍塌了。32节
，32。
我看见就留心思想，我看着就领了训诲。33节
，33。
在睡片时打盹片时，抱着手躺卧片时，你的贫穷就必如强盗速来，你的缺乏仿佛拿兵器的来到啊。这里啊，这个经过了这个懒惰人的田地。
Here, someone passed by the field of a lazy man.
看到啊，满地都是荆棘跟棘藜。
And it's overgrown with thorns and nettles.
那这样子所种的怎么能够成长呢？
So if that's the case, nothing will be grown successfully.
就会被棘住了，就没办法有好的收成。
Those crops will be choked, so there will be no good harvest.
还有无知人的葡萄园，那个墙已经坍塌了。
So the vineyard of someone devoid of understanding, the walls has already been torn down.
啊，坍塌那个狐狸就可以进来啊，就可以破坏这个葡萄园。
So when the walls are down, the foxes can come in and destroy the vineyard.
那这样怎么能够有好的收成呢？
Of course, they will not yield good crops.
啊，那
good
这
fruits.
种他该做他不去做。
So they did not do what they ought to do.
因为他懒惰。
Because that person is lazy.
啊，那说啊，我看见了就留心想这个事情。
So when I saw it, I considered it well.
啊，我就得到一个教训。
And receive instruction.
啊，说啊，在睡片时啊，打盹片时，抱着手躺卧片时，你的贫穷就会像强盗速速来到。
A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. So shall your poverty come like a prowler.
啊，所以他把那些时间啊拿去睡觉，拿去休息啊，什么都不做。
So this person spends his time sleeping and resting, so he does nothing.
就不能有好的收成。
So he will not reap a good
当然就会
harvest.
贫穷。
Of course, this person will become poor.
啊，当然就会缺乏。
And will lack things.
啊，所以说啊，这个可见啊，神是不帮助懒惰人的。
So we can see that God will not help a lazy person.
啊，因此啊，这个啊，一个人懒惰啊，不但啊伤害自己，也会伤害到家人。
So a lazy person will not only hurt himself, but also the family.
你看他自己啊，生活都有问题。
So this person cannot even sustain his own life.
更不要讲要照顾到自己的家人
So what more to take care of the family?
啊！因为懒惰什么没有说成，怎么去帮助家人呢？
Because this person is lazy and therefore he cannot reap any harvest and therefore he cannot sustain his family.
啊，那这种人爱心何在呢？
So there is no love in such a
因
person.
为自己都爱不到啊，家人都爱不到了，还要爱什么人呢？
So they cannot even love themselves and the family members. So who else can they love?
啊，所以啊，他就会贫穷，他就会缺乏
So this person will be poor and lacking.
啊。我们来看箴言的26章
And also Proverbs 26,
啊，我们看13节
verse 13.
啊，13节。
13,
懒惰人说：“道上有猛狮，街上有壮狮。”14节。
14,
人在枢纽扭动，懒惰人在床上也是如此。15节。
15,
懒惰人放手在盘子里，就是向口撤回，也以为劳华。16节。
16.
懒惰人看自己比7个善于应对的人更有智慧啊！这里把懒惰人描写得非常的透彻
So this is a very clear description of a lazy man.
啊！懒惰人第一个特色就是借口很多，
So the first characteristic is this person has lots of
目的就
excuses.
是什么事都不要做最好。
So the purpose is to avoid doing all things.
所以他会讲说啊，道上有猛狮啊，街上有壮狮啊，我怎么可以出去呢？
So they will say that there is a lion in the road, a fierce lion in the streets, and therefore I cannot go out.
啊，那如果这样，大家都不要出去啊。
So if that's the case, no one should go out
啊，
to the streets.
那这样就是在房子里面等死咯，谁也不能出去呀、
So everyone would have to just wait to die at home because they cannot leave their houses.
意思说，连这种他都可以拿来做借口
So that is to say, he can even make use of such a ridiculous excuse.
啊。所以啊，这个懒惰人就是借口很多
So a lazy person has lots of excuses.
啊。他有时候那个借口根本没有道理，他也可以拿来做借口
Sometimes the excuse can be unreasonable, ridiculous, but he will still make use of it as an excuse.
啊。那14节说啊，人在枢纽转动，懒惰人在床上也是这样。
So 14, as a door turns on its hinges, so does a lazy man turns on his bed.
啊，我们这个看过以前的这个门，我们就知道啊，看过的人就知道啊。
So we know the doors.
啊，它有一个枢纽啊，这个门就在上面这样转来转去，转来转去这样啊，可以转来转去啊。
There are hinges on the doors, and the hinges allows the door to open and close.
啊，所以懒惰人在床上就是这样转过来转过去，明明是醒了，他也不愿意起来。
So as the doors open and close, flip and flop, so likewise a lazy person would just twist and turn on his bed, refusing to wake up.
啊，因为起来就要做事了哦，所以啊，他就不起来，在那边转过来啊，又要转过去啊，这样。
Because as soon as this person wakes up, he will have to do a chore, and therefore he rather just lays on his bed.
啊，当然了，偶尔睡懒觉，不是说这样就懒惰了哦。
Of course, I didn't mean if you do it occasionally.
这懒惰人他是恒常是这样的，他就是啊睡醒了也不想起来哈。
But the lazy person always does this.
啊，那15节说啊，懒惰人啊放手在盘子里，向口撤回，他还以为劳华啊。
So 15 says that the lazy man buries his hand in the bowl, it wearies him to bring it back to his mouth.
现成的食物已经在那里，已经拿到了，要再拿回来放在口里说，太辛苦，这样太辛苦。
So he already have the food on his hand, but he finds it too difficult to put it into his mouth.
啊，所以懒惰人就是说，什么事他都觉得很辛苦，做什么事都觉得辛苦。
So this kind of person feels tired in doing anything.
啊，连这种事他都会觉得辛苦。
Even such a trivial matter.
啊，这个就是描写的非常的传神，非常的透彻啊。 让人知道说懒惰就是这样哈，什么事他都不想做。
So this is a very clear description of a lazy person.
连鸡腿抓在手上拿到口里，他都觉得很辛苦啊。
Even if he holds to a piece of KFC, he refuses to put it into his mouth.
啊，有时候懒惰人就是这样子啊。
So this is a lazy man.
啊，那18节说啊，懒惰人看自己啊，比7个善于应对的人更有智慧。
And 16, the lazy man is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who can answer sensibly.
也就是他的人生哲学就是懒惰至上，懒惰就是世界上最聪明。
So the philosophy of such a person is the greatest wisdom in this world is actually laziness.
因为我什么都不必做啊，你看了都别人去做，我什么都不必做。
Because I need not do anything, the others will do it.
所以啊，他认为自己比别人更聪明。
So this person thinks that he's smarter than anyone else.
所以啊，他看了自己啊，比7个善于应对的人更有智慧。
So he thinks he's wiser than 7 person who can answer sensibly.
这告诉我们为什么他这么懒惰。
And here tells us why this person is so lazy.
因为他就以懒惰为智慧，认为这样就是聪明。
Because he thinks that his laziness is a kind of wisdom.
所以这种人我看是如果像描写的像这样，大概无药可救了。
So if a person is as described, then this is basically hopeless.
所以从这些我们可以看得出来，懒惰有时候连自己都爱不到，更不要讲去爱别人。
So a lazy person cannot even love himself, so he cannot even consider loving others.
那怎么有可能过爱心的生活呢？
So therefore cannot live a life of love.
所以一个人要晓得要怎么样爱神爱人，就是要殷勤。
So for a person who wants to love God and man, first he needs to be diligent.
殷勤才有办法真正去爱神，真正去爱人。
Then can this person be truly loving God and man if he is diligent?
所以圣经讲殷勤才是真正的智慧。
Therefore the Bible says that diligence is actually true wisdom.
懒惰人认为他的智慧那个是假的，那个不是真的。
For the wise man who thinks that he's wise, that is not true wisdom.
也就是说懒惰人自以为有智慧，那个是假的。懒惰人自以为有智慧。
The lazy man thinks that he's wise, but actually that's not true wisdom.
那我们来看这个箴言的第6章。
So let's turn to Proverbs chapter 6.
箴言6章我们看第6节。
Chapter 6 verse 6.
第6节。
6.
懒惰人你去查看蚂蚁的动作，就可以得到智慧。这里叫懒惰人去看蚂蚁的动作。
Here mentions, go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider her ways and be
就可以得智
wise.
慧。
If you learn from the ant, you'll be wise.
因为这个蚂蚁它非常的殷勤。
Because the ants are very diligent.
它也没有元帅，没有官长，没有君王，就是说没有人控制它，要它一定要做什么，没有。
They have no captain, they have no one to actually command them to do anything.
它都是自发自动的。
But they just did it automatically.
一个殷勤的人，不是你叫他做什么，他才会做。
So a diligent person doesn't need you to tell this person to do
他
work.
觉得需要做，他就去做。
If that person feels that he needs to do, he'll just do it.
所以虽然没有君王，没有长官，还是一样在夏天预备食物。
So they actually gathers her food in summer, her supplies in summer, even if there is no one to tell them to do so.
所以到冬天的时候，他就不必烦恼。
And therefore they need not worry over winter.
我们如果有注意看蚂蚁，你没有看一只蚂蚁在那边玩，在那边不做事的没有。
So when you look at the ants, you hardly find any ants just crawling randomly
每
without
一
doing
只都
anything.
是很殷勤走路速度都非常快，你看那个速度很快。
And every one of them are marching very quickly, very diligently.
那很殷勤的做工。
And they just do work.
那所以叫懒惰人去看看这个蚂蚁，你就可以得到智慧了。
So a lazy person, just look at an ant and you'll be wise.
这样的一只小小的蚂蚁都懂得要殷勤。
Even a little ant knows how to be diligent.
没有人命令他，他都知道自己要该做就要去做。
He need not any commands from anyone. He'll just do it automatically.
所以可见殷勤才是一种智慧。
So being diligent is actually a kind of wisdom.
懒惰会让人贫穷，让人缺乏。
But if you are lazy, it makes you poor and makes you lacking.
那我们再来看箴言的第12章。
And let's turn to Proverbs chapter 12.
箴言12章我们看27节。
Verse 27.
27节。
12 verse 27.
懒惰的人不考打猎所得的，殷勤的人却得宝贵的财物。 这里讲殷勤的人可以得到宝贵的财物。
He mentions that a diligent man will have precious possession.
有些是译成殷勤就是一个人宝贵的财物。
Or some translations says that diligence is man's precious possession.
我认为这个翻译更好。
So I think that this translation that says diligence is man's precious possession is better.
真的殷勤是一个人最宝贵的财物。
Really, if you're diligent, that's your most precious possession.
因为只要肯殷勤就可以生活，就可以不必烦恼。
Because if you're diligent, you need not worry about your daily life.
很多所想望的就可以得到。
And you can have many things that you want to get.
懒惰不是他只是在那边想，他不去做，想归想，得不到。
So a lazy man just sits down there thinking what he wants to do, but he will not do it, and therefore he will not receive it.
所以这个嫁给一个殷勤的人，比嫁给一个懒惰有钱的人更宝贵。
So it's better for you to be married to someone who is diligent than someone who is rich but lazy.
因为一个再有钱，你懒惰，很快钱也是会花光的。
Because one day, if you're lazy, your wealth might be totally spent.
但一个殷勤的人，这个人可靠。
But a diligent person is actually reliable.
他肯去做，他就有得吃了。
As long as this person is willing to work, they have food.
所以说殷勤是一个人宝贵的财物。
Therefore, it says that diligence is man's precious possession.
我们中国人说勤可以补拙，一个殷勤的人，即使笨一点，也能够弥补得过去。
So if someone is diligent, so that can actually compensate for a lack of wisdom.
聪明的人他一次就会，那我笨一点，我3次还是可以会的。
So a wise person needs to only learn it once, but for a diligent person, even though they might not understand on the first round, but he can learn 3 times and still will understand it.
这句话就是勉励人不要用不聪明做借口而不去努力。
So this is to tell us that do not use lack of wisdom as an excuse.
反而要因为感觉自己不聪明，要更加努力。
But rather because if you are not wise, then you need to put in more effort.
能够把这个缺点能够弥补过来。
So that your lack of wisdom can be compensated by your diligence.
这个发明大王爱迪生他也讲过一句很出名的话。
And Edison, who invented many things, he said this thing.
他说成功是1分天才，99分努力。
He says that success relies on 1% intelligence and then 99% diligence.
也就是说，他之所以能成为发明大王，最主要还是靠他的努力。
That means to say he can become such a great inventor because he put in a lot of effort.
他对工作很投入。
He's very dedicated in his work.
他在结婚那一天，因为在实验室忘了他今天结婚太太放在家里，忘了回家。
So during his wedding day, he was doing an experiment in the lab, and so much so that he's forgotten that it's his wedding day. So he just left his wife at home.
就是说他工作就是这么的投入。
So this is how dedicated he is in work.
他才有办法成为发明大王。
And therefore he can become a great inventor.
所以他说成功是1分天才，99分努力。
So he says that it relies on 1% of intelligence, but 99% of diligence to make someone successful.
从他的这个努力的表现可以看出这一句话真的就是这样。
So from him we can know that this statement is true.
所以一个人要成功还是需要努力。
So someone needs to put in effort in order to be successful.
只要肯努力，一定可以成功。
As long as he is diligent, he can be successful.
有一次在美国有一个在报纸上刊登了一则启示。
So once I saw a notice on the newspaper.
说你想成功吗？你寄1块钱来，我就告诉你怎样可以成功。
And that advertisement actually says, you want to be successful? Send me $1 and I'll teach you how.
才1块钱这么便宜啊。
So is it that cheap? Only $1?
所以很多人都寄1块钱去给他。
So many people actually send $1 to that person.
过不了几天，每个人都收到同样的答案。
And then a few days later, everyone received the same answer.
若要成功，只需努力。
And the answer is you only need to be diligent to be successful.
谁不知道？
Everyone knows this.
但有时候就是要这样，在当头一棒啊，人家才会再想起来，是真的是这样。
But sometimes it just needed some hard lesson for people to actually learn the truth.
样样事都是一样的，要成功就是要努力。
So it's the same everywhere. You need to put in effort to be successful.
所以说这个殷勤是一个人宝贵的财物。
Therefore, diligence is the precious possession of a person.
一个殷勤的人，他就拥有这个宝贵的财物。一个殷勤的人，他就拥有这个宝贵的财物了。
So this diligent person who already possesses this precious thing.
他因为这个财物一生享用不尽的，用不完的。
Because this possession will not be exhausted throughout his life.
我们再看箴言13章的第4节。
Let's turn to Proverbs 13 verse 14.
第4节
Verse 14.
懒惰人羡慕却无所得，殷勤人必得丰裕。懒惰人他整天在那里想但不去做结果什么也得不到。
第几节
13章第4节。
Sorry, verse 4. The soul of the lazy man desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made rich.
所以殷勤的人他才就可以得到这个丰裕，就是能够得到富足。
So the diligent will be made rich.
所以可见人就是需要来努力。
So we can see that man just needs to put in effort.
你在世上你要努力，物质上你才会丰盛。
So you need to put in effort in this life in order to gain possessions.
在属灵上也是一样，要努力，灵性上才可以得到丰盛。
Likewise, you need to put in effort in your spiritual life so that you can have abundant life.
不努力怎么可以得到丰盛呢？
So without putting in effort, you cannot have abundance.
所以说一个殷勤的人，他一定可以得到丰裕。
So a diligent person shall be made rich.
因为一个殷勤的人，他做事他都会这个很努力的去筹划。
Because the diligent man will plan his work well before doing it.
这样事情就容易成功。
And with good planning, things can be more
懒惰
successful.
人他不会因为不想去做，他也不会想那么多。
So a lazy man, because he doesn't want to do it, and therefore he will not think hard about the problem.
而且即使想即使说，他也不愿意去做。
So even if he thinks about it and said it, he still refuses to do it.
所以最后也是什么都得不到。
So at the end, he will receive nothing.
所以这个殷勤的人才能够得到这个丰裕。
Therefore, it's only the diligent shall be made rich.
我们再来看箴言的22章。
Let's also turn to Proverbs 22.
箴言22章，我们看29节。
Proverbs 22 verse 29.
29节。
29.
你看见办事殷勤的人吗？他必站在君王面前，必不站在下贱人面前。这里讲一个办事殷勤的人，他就可以得到高升。
He mentions a man who excels in his work or is prompt in his business, and this person will be promoted.
因为他可以站在君王面前。
Because he can stand before kings.
以前站在君王面前，这个是相当有地位，才能够去在君王面前来服侍的。
So a person can only stand before a king if that person is noble.
所以想要有好的成就，还是一样，就是要殷勤，才会有好的成就。
So if you want to be successful, then you need to be diligent.
这样就不会去站在下贱人面前，就是这个没有什么成就世上没有什么成就。
Then you will not stand before unknown men, people who are not successful.
所以属世属灵都是一样都是要努力了。
So whether it's in regards to worldly things or spiritual things, we both need to be diligent.
好，我们来看这个列王记上的11章。
Let's turn to 1 Kings chapter 11.
啊，列王记上11章，我们看28节。
1 Kings chapter 11 verse 28.
11章28节。耶罗波安是大有才能的人，所罗门王见这少年人殷勤，就派他监管约瑟家的一切工程。耶罗波安为什么能够得到这个所罗门王的赏识能够被高举呢？
So why will this man Jeroboam be recognized by Solomon and be actually put in a high position?
一方面他大有才能。
On one hand, this person is talented.
但所罗门王所看重的是这个少年人殷勤。
But what Solomon sees in this young man was he was industrious.
殷勤就是这个人可靠殷勤可靠。
So he's diligent and therefore reliable.
如果懒惰交给他的事都不去做，这种人不可靠，谁要用呢？
So if that person doesn't do things that were entrusted to him, then nobody wants to use him.
所以所罗门王看他殷勤就派他监管约瑟家的一切的工程。
And because Solomon sees that he is industrious and therefore made him the officer over all the labor force of the house of Joseph.
后来王国分裂这个北朝神就拣选这个耶罗波安做王。
So later on, when the kingdom was split into the north and south kingdom, Jeroboam was being made the king of the north.
应该也是跟这个有关系跟这个殷勤有关系。
And probably because he was diligent as well.
因为他还是顾念他的百姓希望有一个好的王。
And because God still takes care of his people and therefore hope to give them a good king.
所以就把这个北朝交给这个耶罗波安来管理。
And therefore he handed the northern kingdom to Jeroboam.
可见殷勤的人不但人这个看重，神也看重。
So God, not only man, but God will actually highly esteem a diligent person.
因此我们要做一个殷勤的人，让人跟神都能够以我们为宝贵为可靠。
So let us be diligent so that we can be deemed as reliable and precious in the sight of God and man.
愿意把重要的工作交给我们。
So that they're willing to entrust us with important work.
我们再来看提摩太前书的第4章。
Let's now turn to 1 Timothy chapter 4.
提摩太前书4章，我们看15节。
1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 15.
4章15节。
1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 15.
这些事你要殷勤去做，并要在此专心，使众人看出你的长进来。这个是保罗勉励提摩太。
So this is how Paul exhorted Timothy.
神借着众长老按手赐给他的恩赐。
So the gift that was given to him through the laying on of the hands of the eldership.
那这些事你要殷勤去做。
And Paul told him to meditate on these things.
因为神给他的就是这个教导的恩赐。
Because God has given him the gift to teach.
那你要在这个事上要殷勤做，在这个事上要专心。
Therefore, he needs to meditate on these things and also put himself into it and be diligent.
让众人可以看出你的长进来。
So people can see his progress.
可见一个人要长进，就是要努力。
So for a person to grow and progress, he needs to put in effort.
各种事情都是一样。
And this is in all things.
你要学一个语言，要很努力。
If you want to learn a language, you need to be diligent.
很努力就可以长进。
So if you're willing to put in effort, you can progress.
要学一个技术也是一样，要努力。
Likewise, when you're learning a skill.
努力你就可以长进。
So if you put in more effort, you'll grow better.
在教会这个恩赐也是一样。
And likewise, gifts in the church.
恩赐也是可以长进的。
We can also progress in our gifts.
只要我们肯努力。
As long as we are willing to put in effort.
这个越做就会越熟练。
The more we do, the more we'll be experienced in it.
而且呢，有的还要加给他。
And to him who have, more will be given to him.
所以一个有心肯努力的人，神会加添他的恩赐。
So a person who is willing to do it and puts in lots of effort, God will also add to his gift.
因此我们就可以看得到，这个人越来越成长。
So we can see this man keeps on growing.
那这个就是要努力。
And this requires effort to
不努力不去做，连本来有的也要被拿掉了。
So if this person is not diligent and doesn't want to do it, even what he has will be taken away from him.
不但不能长进，反而会后退。
So this person will not only not progress, but also will deteriorate.
所以我们中国人讲这个求学不进就是会退。
So that's why for the Chinese they say that if you stop learning, you will deteriorate.
其实在信仰上也是一样。
Likewise in regards to the faith.
不进一样是会退的。
If you do not progress in your faith, then you will deteriorate.
什么时候停止努力，什么时候就会后退。
You will deteriorate at the time when you actually stop putting in effort.
所以保罗勉励提摩太在这些事上要殷勤。
So Paul encouraged Timothy to meditate and to put in effort in these things.
让众人能够感受到你的成长。
So that people can see his progress.
那这个就是要努力的做。
So he needs to do it diligently.
我曾经碰到教会一个弟兄。
So I met with a brother.
他这个讲起来是没有读什么书了。
So this
学问不高。
This person is not hasn't got a good education.
但是就是很努力。
But he works very hard.
信仰上也是很努力。
And he's also willing to work hard in his faith.
所以后来也被选做负责人。
And later on, he's being chosen to become an EXCO member.
他自己见证。
And then he testified.
他第一次上台讲道，准备得很充足，但是讲10分钟就讲完了10分钟就讲完了。
So he said that on his first occasion to speak a sermon, he has made a lot of preparation, but he just went up there and speak for 10 minutes and he's finished his sermon.
再下去要讲什么，他不知道没办法讲，哭着下台。
And he doesn't know how to continue after that 10 minutes, so he just wept and calmed down.
但是他很努力。
But he's willing to learn.
后来那个教会分设一个小教会就在这个分设一个小教会缺少工人。
And later on, the church actually sets up another smaller church, and they need workers there.
那就是尤其这个讲道的人更缺少。
Especially sermon speakers.
那个时候在想要找人过去那边支援去帮忙。
At that time, they are finding people to assist in that church.
那个社会那大家都很忙。
And because everyone is busy in their own career.
其实他也很忙。
And if also this brother is actually very busy.
他就主动说我去。
But he still actually volunteered to go to that church.
每个礼拜至少要讲1篇或是讲2篇道理，至少
So he will need to speak 1 or 2 sermons every week.
讲起来压力很大。
So it's actually very a lot of pressure.
但是他甘愿这样去做。
But he's willing to do it.
他要花很多精神下去的。
And he needs to put in a lot of effort.
因为这样。
And because of this,
从他接了这个工作之后
so after he has taken on this work,
弟兄姊妹就一直看到他的成长。
And the brothers and sisters can see him growing.
所以因为他们那个负责人是没有任期的就看他那个每次负责人选举那个票数就一直高，到最后要冲到最高。
So for them, the EXCO member can continue doing it batch after batch. So every election we can see he getting his votes getting higher and higher.
就是大家肯定他的服事。
So people actually recognize his service.
因为能够看出他的长进。
Because people can see his growth.
所以这个要长进，就是还是一样要殷勤。
Therefore, one needs to be diligent in order to grow.
所以从这些我们就可以感受得到。
So we can feel from here.
一个殷勤的人，不但能够帮助自己，也能够帮助别人。
That a diligent person can help himself and also others.
所以可见殷勤也是爱心一个很重要的这个一个要素。
So diligence is actually an important factor of love.
难怪这个才德的妇人当中的一个条件就是殷勤。你给他看里头，看他写的 很殷勤啊。
So no wonder for that, for the virtuous woman, one of the characteristics is that this person is diligent.
那个不只是讲这个妇人，其实也在讲教会。
So it's not only talking about the woman herself, but also talking about the church.
所以说我们不管是在世界上的事，不管是教会的事，我们一样的在信仰上都是要殷勤啊。
So no matter whether matters regarding the church or matters regarding the society, we both need to put in effort.
这样能够帮助自己，又可以帮助别人。
Then you can help ourselves and also others.
我们再来唱诗。
So let us now sing hymn
288首。
288.
为工作也可以，站着早晨前行，有主要引我修饰，工作要心情，阳光越照越明亮，我要加倍温馨。赶快工作也可以，黑夜光当成。赶快工作也可以，趁着海中文明，尽心尽力尽力量，勉励新婚姻。万年会自然留住，应当的传播音。赶快工作也可以，黑夜公平听。赶快工作也可以，趁着暮色为生。梦想迎着青春的热人珍惜成，一回工程看这生，虽老却莫真凭，赶快工作也可以，一空完成。
我们仍然为身体健安心灵软弱的帮助祷告。
Let's continue to remember those who are physically and spiritually weak or ill.
也为教会的圣工来祷告。
Let's also remember the work of the church.
尤其是我们建堂的工作。
Especially the rebuilding work.
求神继续施恩带领帮助。
May the Lord continue to lead us in this matter.
求神施恩帮助我们每一个人都能够做一个殷勤的人。
And may God also help us so that every one of us can be a diligent person.
我们同心祷告。
So let's pray in one accord.
奉主耶稣圣名祷告。 晚上就聚会到这个地方。
Our service shall end here tonight.
我们互道平安。
Let's greet one another.
哈利路亚，
平安。